Oh, yeah. Here we are, NFL week number 8. It is going down, and we got some matchups this week. We got everybody playing. Nobody's on bye. Let's get into it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of Meat on the 50. It is our weekly picks episode. It is time for us to break down the action that we have in front of us. It is NFL week number 8, and it is going down. So I'm excited. I know you're excited. I know Brandon's excited. So without further ado, let's start the show. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Meat on the 50. You know what it is. It is time to break down the NFL action. Week number 8. Nobody's on bye. We got a full slate of games this weekend. And a little pair is going to be at a certain game watching the action go down in person. And that person, none other than he always joins me. He's always breaking down the action with me. He's always reviewing the action with me. I am Jacob Cutler, one half of the Sports Guys, and he is one of my best friends, Brandon Sullivan, the other half of the Sports Guys. Brandon, how are you doing, my friend?
Doing good. Excited to have you come into town. Feel like it's a yearly tradition. We watch either one of the Kings games together, or we go to a Niner game together, so it's always fun. Super excited for this weekend. Excited to see you this Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited. Back-to-back seasons we will be going, or I think this is 4 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
Believe it's 4 seasons in a row now that we've attended a game. The Falcons, the Packers, who was last year? The Broncos, and then now we will be going to the Bengals and the Niners. It's going down, keeping the tradition alive, like you said. I love it. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I am very excited. It'll be the first time that we have watched our two teams play each other live, and it is set up to be a good matchup. But before we do that, let's quickly remind people how badly we all did last week. Let's put it up on the screen for yourself. 6-7, 0-1 on your guaranteed victory, thanks to Mackie Wacky Jones, who decided to despoil your little undefeated parade by throwing a game-winning touchdown against the Bills. For myself, 4-9, garbage. 0-1 on my guaranteed victory. The Niners not able to get the job done there in Minnesota. And then our last week's guest was none other than Roy Delacruz. He went 5-8. Rough week for all of us around. 0-1 on the guaranteed victories. Roy and I had a double guaranteed victory on the Niners. Did not pan out. Overall for the season, that puts us at, for yourself, 66-40, 66-40, 6-1 on your guaranteed victories. For myself, 62-44, 5-2 on my guaranteed victories. And then for our guests, 43-33, 2-3 on the guaranteed victories. Let's wipe those off the screen, because this week it's just us. It is just us with you. It's just me and Brandon this week. We'll have a guest for you next week. We're looking forward to that. But this week we're keeping it simple. We're keeping it in-house, and we're keeping it amongst the bros. So let's get right into it. Starting us off on Thursday, we got some redemption. Some redemption needs to be had. Both teams coming off a loss. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling all the way up to New York, to upstate New York, to a little city like I like to call a Buffalo, to take on the Buffalo Bills. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got the Bills bouncing back at home. I think it will be a relatively low-scoring game, but I definitely think that the Bills will come back out and beat Tampa Bay. I'm just not impressed with Tampa Bay. really good defense, just offense is pretty stagnant. So I think Buffalo Bills win this game. I'm going to pick them in a close one, 21-17.
I like it. Yeah, I definitely think the Bills bounce back here. I'm going to be along with you. If the Bucs win this game, it's time to push the panic button there in Buffalo, because that would be a major loss to take. You lose to the Patriots. Now you lose to the Bucs, who, no offense to Baker Mayfield and the Bucs, but they are definitely not on the same tier, same level as Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and that Buffalo Bills team. So that would be a big loss if the Bills lose. I do not see the Bills losing, and I, too, have the Buccaneers scoring 17 points, but I do think the Bills get the job done, 28-17, handling business at home. Our next game, we got moving on to Sunday morning. Not our next game. Moving on to Sunday morning. We got the Los Angeles Lambs traveling down to Arlington to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Rams, Cowboys, what do you got for me?
Yeah, I do think the, Cowboys coming back this week off of a bye, I do think that they're able to handle business. LA just didn't look good at all last week. So I don't think that this week's going to be any different. I'm going to take Dallas to beat the Rams 31-17.
Oh man, we are just rolling with the 17s this week. We're getting close. We are getting close. Yeah, I definitely think Dallas handles business. I think Dallas hands the Rams back-to-back losses. I think, like you said, Dallas plays all 17 games at home, and they definitely play far better at home than they do on the road. So I am going to go with the Dallas Cowboys 35-17, handling business at home to hand another L to the Lambs. Moving on to our next game. We got a battle of neighboring states. We got a battle of the cheeses. We got a battle of the accents. We got a battle of everything. We got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Green Bay, take on the Cheese Curds, don't you know? We got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Green Bay to take on the Green Bay Packers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I think Minnesota is. I just didn't like what I saw. I didn't really think. I mean, I wasn't impressed by either team last week, so there was no. But I just think Minnesota is a little bit better than Green Bay, so I got to roll with them here. Like you said, Jordan Love just looks absolutely awful. We'll see if he turns it around at home, but Lambeau's a tough place to play, so I don't think that the Vikings are going to blow them out. But I'm picking the Vikings to win this game, 27-17.
Yeah, we're thinking a lot alike this week. Yeah, I definitely have the Vikings going into Lambeau and getting the job done. I think Kirk is a far superior quarterback than over Jordan Love. Kirk should is the big word here. Should, in theory, get the job done. I got the Vikings. The Vikings handling business on the road. It's probably going to be a close one, but I'm sticking with my 17. I'm going 24-17. The Vikings handling business on the road. Our next game, we got the rolling Atlanta Falcons rolling on into Nashville to see if they can keep their luck going to take on the Tennessee Titans, who look to be starting Will Levis. Will Levis looks to be starting. He will start over Ryan Tannehill, who is out. Malik Willis is done. So the rookie, the second round pick rookie, Will Levis, will be starting for the Tennessee Titans. Falcons, Titans, Will Levis's first ever start. What do you got for us?
Yeah, I can never trust a rookie quarterback before seeing them. So I was going to pick Tennessee, but with that announcement, I am going to go ahead and I am. 1 second. I got to roll with Atlanta in this one. I do think Atlanta wins this one 17-16. I think it's a close game, but I think Atlanta.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm kind of curious to see how the rookie does. The Falcons, I think, are getting a very lucky break by having a rookie quarterback start for the first time. We've never seen him. I don't think we got a real good shakedown in preseason. So, for all we know, this is a blank slate. Now, that could work in the Titans' favor because Atlanta has no idea how to scheme for his type of quarterbacking because they haven't really seen it. They're going to see some small things from preseason. So that could benefit the Titans. But yeah, this all is shaping up to benefit the Atlanta Falcons. So Atlanta Falcons lucking themselves into a victory again, 20-13 on the road. Atlanta, lucky, dirty bird there down in A-Town. We got the Falcons, man. Unbelievable. Falcons lucking their way into a victory against the Titans. Our next game, we got the New Orleans Saints traveling to Indiana, to a city called Indianapolis, to take on a team that I like to call the Indianapolis Toilet Bowl Colts. We got the Saints Colts. What do you got for me?
I expect the Colts to bounce back after last week. They did put up 39 points on the Browns defense, so I do think they win this game against the Saints. I just have not been impressed with the Saints all year. Derek Carr is going to be Derek Carr. 24-20 Indianapolis.
Ooh, we got a good close one there. I like it. Yeah, Saints putting up 24 points. Colts putting up 39 points last week. Colts putting up 39 points against one of the best defenses in the NFL, if not the best defense in the NFL. So that definitely is a statement, all behind Gardner Minshew because Anthony Richardson is done for the year. So Colts had a very impressive loss last week, I should say. The Saints had a very unimpressive loss last week. So I wasn't impressed by the Saints. I didn't think they looked impressive at all. Michael Thomas finally caught a touchdown after like 6 years of doing absolutely nothing. Congratulations to him. Chris Olave getting arrested by the cops for reckless driving. So there you go. You have that now playing for you. So the Saints right now slowly working their way into dumpster fire territory. They're just tiptoeing around the line right now. But with that, we're going to go with the Indianapolis Colts handling business. And if they're scoring 39 points against one of the best defenses in the NFL, I got them scoring 35 points against a mediocre Saints defense on the road. Colts 35, Saints 21, handling business at home. Our next game, we got the New England Patriots coming off a huge victory there in Foxborough. What's his face? Bill Belichick's 300th victory there in Foxborough. New England Patriots traveling down to the sunny state of Florida to take on the Miami Dolphins. One team coming off a victory, one team coming off a loss. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got Miami bouncing back and beating New England pretty bad. I got them winning this game. The offense clicking on all cylinders. New England really can't score many points, so especially on the road. So I got Miami winning this one 35-17.
Yeah, I am right there with you because I definitely think Miami bounces back. They're at home. Perfect game to bounce back from was that game last week. Perfect opponent to utterly dismantle than the New England Patriots. So I'm going with the Miami Dolphins in a guaranteed victory, baby. Getting some redemption for you. Dolphins handling business at home, 42-10, stomping all over the New England Patriots. Our next game, we got the Battle of New York. We got the Battle of New Jersey. We got the Battle of the Green versus the Blue. We got the New York Jets traveling to their home of East Rutherford, New Jersey, to take on the New York Giants. Yeah, we got an in-state battle, the Battle of New York. New York Jets traveling to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. What do you got for me in the Battle of New York?
Yeah, I think I expect the New York Jets to take this one. I think they'll hold the Giants to relatively low scoring. I think it'll be a low scoring game, but I've taken the Jets in this one 23-13.
Yeah, I mean, so far we're thinking alike on this week. We got some bounce back victories. We got some teams making a little bit of statements here, I definitely think the Jets handle business against the mediocrity that is the New York Football Giants, unfortunately. Whether it's Tyrod Taylor, whether it's Daniel Jones. By the way, Tyrod Taylor, I didn't mention it last week, but shout out to Tyrod Taylor, first black quarterback to ever win a football game for the New York Football Giants in their 100-year franchise history. Great job, Tyrod Taylor. First African-American quarterback, first black quarterback to win a football game for the New York Football Giants. There's a little factoid for you, all of you out there to put in your little factoid book. Very interesting. Good for Tyrod Taylor. However, with that being said, I think the babyface assassin, which is Zach Wilson, the MILF loving, gun slinging, boat riding, whiskey drinking, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, Z Willie, gets the job done, technically at home, on the road, there against the Giants. We're going 24-13. I think the Jets get the job done there at home/on the road. Our next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the Steel City of Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got Jacksonville continuing what they've been doing. I just don't believe in Pittsburgh. I got Jacksonville winning this one 31-20.
Yeah, you know, if Pittsburgh's offense wasn't so inept, I honestly I painstakingly would have, I might go with them because their defense is just that good to stifle Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. You know, the defense is at home. If they're on the road, it's one thing. Like they did, they were able to travel across the country and handle business there in Los Angeles. Now they're at home. So Jacksonville, another step, another test, another monumental moment in the season. They had to win that game last week. They took care of business. This is a game you got to win. You're better than the Pittsburgh Steelers. You need to show it. So with that being said, I'm putting my faith in Jacksonville. I think they get the job done. I think they handle business on the road. And I think, again, it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be 31-28. I think they steal the victory there in Pittsburgh. Hopefully, please, somebody help out the Bengals. Good Lord. Jacksonville gets the job done there on the road. Our next game, we got a divisional battle between the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Landover, Maryland. Why they are called the Washington Commanders, I have no idea. But they're traveling to Landover, Maryland to take on the Washington Commanders. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got a guaranteed victory. I do think Philadelphia beats
Washington. Okay.
I think Philadelphia Eagles beat the Washington Redskins handedly 35-10.
Yeah, you know, oh, there it is, baby. Yes, we got one. There it is. I definitely think the Eagles handle business on the road 35-10. Not much more than that needs to be said. Moving on, we got in our last game of the morning, we got the Houston Texans traveling to the only winless team in the NFL, the Carolina Panthers. Panthers. Do the Panthers get their first victory? What do you got for us?
Nope. Garbage game. I think that the Houston Texans beat the Carolina dumpster fire Panthers 24-7.
Ooh, so close to having back-to-back scores. We're going to go garbage game, quick and easy. Texans 24-10. Get the job done there on the road. Moving on to our afternoon games. Our first afternoon game, we got the Cleveland Browns coming off a hard-fought victory last week. Deshaun Watson out with a concussion. PJ Walker in again. So PJ Walker will be taking the reins there for Cleveland this week. Cleveland Browns traveling to Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got the Seahawks winning this one. I think it will be a close game.
Okay.
I just think Seattle at home, PJ Walker, and they're due for a loss. So I got Seattle winning this one 28-24.
Okay, and here we go. This is where the road diverges for the first time this week. I unfortunately best defense in the NFL. Myles Garrett didn't also get a chance to shout him out on the review episode, but Myles Garrett having a MVP level performance. I mean, with the block field goal, the 2 strip sacks, all of that, all of the sacks, everything, becoming the youngest player in NFL history becoming the youngest player before the age of 28 to have the most sacks in the NFL at 81, passing Reggie White, who had 80 before the age of 28. So he passes Reggie White, who had 80 sacks at 28. Myles Garrett has 81 sacks before the age of 28. Dude is an absolute monster. Dude is an absolute freak. And dude is easily cementing himself as one of the best defensive weapons, easily, hands down, in the NFL, maybe of all time. So Myles Garrett making a statement there last week, and I think he makes a statement again there against your Seahawks, helping out your Niners, taking down Seattle, handing them a defeat. We got the Cleveland Browns. They're not playing like Dukies. Cleveland Browns handling business. It's going to be back and forth. I got 28-24 there on the road. Our next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the Mile High city of Denver to take on the Denver Donkeys. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I think that Kansas City goes into your city and beats your team, your Denver Broncos, your team that beat the 49ers 11-10. You love their fan base. You love everything about that team, and you can't wait to get back to Mile High. You may not even come this weekend because you want to go to this game. But I'm sorry to let you down. Your Broncos are going to let you down. I would choose to come to the Bay instead. I would really strongly consider not going to this Broncos game. I know how much you love them and how much attire you have, and I don't know what's going on, why there's not a Broncos flag behind you, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chiefs to beat your beloved Denver Broncos 38-17.
Yeah, I was debating, but I think I already got my Geno Smith jersey, so I'm going to go to I think I'm going to go to that your Seattle Seahawks game and just watch them get obliterated by the Cleveland Dukies. But garbage. I mean, there's going to be some garbage games during the week. I mean, oh man, Chiefs 42-10, domination in the Mile High City. Our next game, we got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to the desert to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Ravens, Cardinals, Battle of the Birds. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I got the Ravens winning this one pretty easily, 35-7.
That's the blowout of the week. We got the blowout of the week. That should be our new thing too. We should have a blowout of the week. Yeah, the Ravens, Cardinals. Yeah, Ravens, Cardinals. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here is the thing. This is where the Ravens' inconsistency comes into play, because they do what they did last week to the Lions, and then they're going to go to Arizona and just lay an absolute goose egg, and Lamar Jackson's not going to be able to do anything. I hope that's the case, because I need some help here. Somebody help out the other team. Help out my Bengals, man. Start beating these other teams in the AFC North. But for my pick's sake, we're going to Ravens, and we're going them to absolutely handle business, 32-10 against the Arizona Cardinals. Not helping out my Bengals at all. Our last game of the afternoon is a big one. It is a good one, and it is a potential, hopeful Super Bowl matchup. And we're going to be in attendance. We got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Bay Area, to Santa Clara, to Levi Stadium to take on the San Francisco 49ers. The possibly Brockless San Francisco 49ers. We'll see what happens. He's got some time. Niners, Bengals, what do you got for us?
I'm just going to roll with my team, even though I don't have a lot of confidence here. It's honestly, it could go either way. I don't know what's going to happen with Brock. I don't know what's going to happen. You have a very good team coming off a bye week. It's going to be really tough for the 49ers. And, I'll be happy either way, because going to the game with you, that'd be cool. Even if we lose, your team gets a victory, and want the Bengals to stay in the race. So, I'll be okay either way. But I do think I'm just going to go with the Niners just because they played pretty well at home. I'm going to say 30-27, but it goes to overtime.
Ooh, high scoring game. Calling an overtime too. I like it. Yeah, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a great time. We're going to be hanging out with Roy. Roy, our last week's guest. We're going to be hanging out with Roy. Hooked us up with some solid tickets. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm nervous, excited. It's going to be a big game. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the Bengals. There's not as much pressure on the Niners as much as now the Bengals. You're coming off your bye. You're facing a team that has 2 losses. They're hungry. They want a victory. How hungry are you? So we'll see what happens here. It's going to be great. But yeah, we're both going to roll with our teams. I'm going to roll with my team, obviously. I'm rolling with the Bengals 27-24. I think it's going to be a super close game. But I do think that the Bengals are able to outlast the 49ers on the road. And hopefully the Niners can get some rest, relaxation, and reset in their bye. Bengals handling business against the Niners on the road. Our night game is absolute doo-doo. It is absolute dog crap. It is horrible. What were they thinking? It is garbage. We got the Chicago Bears traveling to sunny LA to take on the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. Shame on you, NFL, for not changing this. Bears, Chargers, what do you got for us?
Chargers 27-23.
Thank you. What the hell, man? What is going on? What the hell? Chargers 30-17. What the hell? Moving on to our Monday night game, and please end the nightmare. End the nightmare for me. We got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the hopefully once again rolling Detroit, rolling Motor City Lions. We got the Las Vegas Raiders. We got the Detroit Lions. End the nightmare that is Josh McDaniels. Raiders, Lions, end our week. What do you got for us?
Sorry to all my friends who are Raider fans. No, you aren't going to like this one. It's no disrespect. Detroit Lions win this one 42-17.
I like the 42. I don't like the 17. And I love the Raiders, but I need the nightmare to end. I need 45-10. I need something that solidifies that this man should never, ever be allowed to be a head coach ever again. Detroit Lions handling business at home against the Raiders 45-10. Hopefully ending the nightmare that is Josh McDaniels. Leave him on the runway. Leave him on the tarmac. They're in Detroit. Let him fend for his little self and just move on. A lot of fire with the Raiders these last 2 episodes. Lot of fire. That'll do it. That'll do it for this edition of Meet on the 50, our weekly picks episode. It is time for the action to take place. I'm going to be heading off to California to enjoy a game with Brandon. I mean, what more could we ask for as the sports guys? We're going to be enjoying a game together. We're going to be enjoying a game with Roy. We're going to be taking some pictures, some videos, all that good stuff for you, capturing our experience there at the game. It's going to be a good time. Brandon, any last words for the people?
Super excited for the game, tailgating, the whole process. Excited for the weekend. We're going to have a good time watching some basketball and football. So couldn't ask for more. That's what we're passionate about. So excited to have you, Jake.
Yeah, I'm excited to be there. It is going down. It is going to be fun. And man, oh man, the time has come. Hopefully, one of 2 times this season, we get to see both of our teams play each other. Hopefully, it's for the grandest prize of them all. But I will take this matchup to begin with, and it is going down. If at any point during this video you like what you saw, do us a favor and smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, just tap on that bell notification. That way, anytime new videos drop, you're you're just right there to consume the content that we are laying down all season long. And remember, We got the good, the bad, the ugly, our review episode, and then we got Meat on the 50, our weekly picks episode, breaking up the episodes, making it nice and easy for you. As always, Brandon, I want to thank you for taking the time watching our videos. Just listen to us, break it down, chop it up, all that good stuff. Whether you're a new viewer, returning viewer, or everything in between, Brandon and I definitely want to thank you for checking us out. That's going to do it for this edition of Meat on the 50. I am Jacob Cutler, one half of the Sports Guys. That is Brandon Sullivan, the other half of the Sports Guys. And together, we make up the Sports Guys. That's going to do it for this edition of Meat on the 50. Until next week. Brandon and Jake, we're out.